Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Lunaria, Selene, your intuitive guide,
And I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist. We bridge celestial wisdom.
and really help unlock your modern path. And this deep dive, it's specifically for you, a Sagittarius Sun Man with Taurus Rising.
Yeah, we want to help you discover those guiding starlight insights, explore the powerful cosmic energies at play.
And ask, how are planetary transits shaping your story today?
Okay, let's jump right in. This combination you've got, it's fascinating.
It really is, that Sagittarian fire, right? Always expanding, seeking truth, looking out there.
But then grounded by that Taurus rising, that very earthy, sensual, stable way you present to the world.
It's quite a mix, fire and earth.
It is. And the source material we're drawing from really digs into how these energies, well, they don't just sit side by side. They actively change each other within you. It paints this picture of your core identity, not just Sag Sun, Taurus rising, but specific archetypes. You've got the Galactic Trailblazer, that's the Sag soul, all about philosophy, freedom, truth.
Instinct spirit, yeah.
And then the Mountain Steward, that's your Taurus rising. It radiates this grounded magnetism, patience, like the deep power of the earth itself.
Okay, so Trailblazer and Stewart, it's not one or the other.
Exactly. And the source brings them together into this really cool concept, the Centaur Homesteader.
Centaur Homesteader, I like that. It feels like those Sagittarian flames finding real roots in that Taurus soil.
Precisely. And think about what that does to your impulses. That classic Sagittarian wanderlust stops being just, restless wandering. It becomes more like a sacred pilgrimage.
Yeah.
It has purpose.
Ah, okay. And the idealism. Sagittarians can have these grand ideas.
Right. But the Taurus influence helps solidify them.
Yeah.
It turns that idealism into something tangible, something you actually want to build, like a legacy. Adventure isn't just fleeting thrills. It's about consciously creating a sanctuary, a solid base.
There's that great image the source uses. Your arrows plant forests. Your laughter tames wild rivers.
Yes, it perfectly captures that dynamic, doesn't it? That wild, expansive energy actually cultivating something, bringing stability through exploration.
So your drive to explore helps you build, not just escape.
Exactly. Which leads us nicely into the cosmic weather for 2025. The source frames this year as really significant for your specific blend. It's like a powerful merging of these fire and earth energies.
So Sagittarius's big leaps, the source calls them quantum leaps, I think.
Yeah, meeting Taurus's need for that solid, crystalline stability. It's setting you up for what the source calls your grounded ascent.
Grounded ascent, reaching high, seeking truth, but from a solid foundation. Makes sense.
So, okay, how do the planets actually support this in 2025? Let's look at Saturn and Pisces. It's moving through your fourth house right now.
All right, fourth house. That's core stuff. Roots, home, family, ancestors, your absolute foundation. And Saturn there, Saturn's the taskmaster, right? Structure, reality checks.
Definitely. And Pisces is, well, it's watery, intuitive, deeply connected to the past, sometimes formless. So Saturn is trying to bring structure to that fluid realm of your roots.
The source described it as karmic gravity versus quantum fluidity. That sounds intense.
It is, but in a potentially constructive way. It means Saturn is making you confront maybe some deep-seated patterns, things related to family, your sense of belonging, your past.
Okay.
The source talks about quantum decoherence. Basically, old stories, maybe victim narratives tied to your roots, they're starting to dissolve, they lose their power.
And the gravitational collapse part.
That's the flip side. As the old stuff dissolves, the energy consolidates, it pulls together to forge really strong, soul-deep foundations. You're essentially restructuring your inner sense of home.
Wow. Okay, sounds like work, but important work. The source mentioned something really practical, too, the somatic anchor.
Yeah.
About knees aching when homesick.
Yes. It's fascinating how these things can show up physically, right? That ancestral or emotional disconnection manifesting in the body.
So what's the remedy?
It connects directly to your Taurus rising. The suggestion is literally pressing your palms onto the earth, onto soil, and affirming, my roots fuel my flight.
Ah, grounding that Sagittarian urge to bolt by connecting physically with the earth, using the Taurus body.
Exactly. It anchors the abstract in the physical.
Okay, that's a powerful tool. Now, what about the other big shift? Jupiter moving signs.
Right, your ruling planet, Jupiter. It moves from Gemini into Cancer on May 25th.
So it's been in Gemini, which for you is the ninth house.
Correct. And the ninth house is pure Sagittarius territory beliefs, philosophy, higher learning, big picture thinking, travel.
So Jupiter there has probably been amplifying all that,
Yeah.
making you want to learn more, explore ideas, maybe travel.
Precisely. really fueling that mental exploration.
Right.
But then it shifts into Cancer, entering your 10th house.
10th house, that's career, public image, legacy.
Right.
How you're seen in the world.
Exactly. So Jupiter's expansive energy shifts focus. It moves from gathering knowledge and exploring philosophies
To actually applying them, building something visible, something lasting out in the world.
You got it. It's moving from that intellectual 9th house quest to the more emotional, tangible legacy building of the 10th house. The source uses this great phrase, quantum tunneling between philosophy and generational impact.
Quantum tunneling. Like your big ideas are finding a direct pathway to making a real-world impact.
That's the idea, a shortcut from thought to legacy. And there's a physical shift noted, too.
Oh, yeah. The warmth in the palms thing.
Right. While Jupiter was in your 9th, you might have felt that heat when sharing knowledge, like teaching. But now, in the 10th,
Where does it shift?
more towards the solar plexus, that feeling of expansion when you hit a career milestone, get recognition, or really step into your public role. It moves from the hands, communication, exploration to your core power center.
That's a really interesting way to track the energy shift physically.
How?
Okay, so amidst these big transits, there's a key moment highlighted, the Taurus new moon.
Yes, May 7th. And
Oh.
critically, it lands right in your 1st house.
The house of self, identity, how I appear, my physical body, and ruled by my rising sign, Taurus.
Exactly. So a new moon here is incredibly potent for you. It's prime time for planting seeds related to who you are becoming, how you embody yourself.
The source called it identity seeding. Makes sense.
It's described as this perfect moment to plant physical anchors for Sagittarian visions. Take those big, expansive truths you chase and really root them in your physical self, your Taurus reality.
Like making the vision concrete. The source also said something about quantum entanglement of body and destiny.
Yeah, suggesting your physical presence and your future path are deeply linked right now, aligning your body with your purpose.
And there was a specific journal prompt for that day.
Yes. What truth have I hunted that's ready to take root? It perfectly blends the Sagittarian-seeking hunted with the Taurian need for grounding take root.
That really gets to the heart of it. Okay, moving beyond the planets for a sec. The source connects the Centaur Homesteader idea to history and culture.
It does. It talks about these trailblazer stewards throughout history. People who had that big vision, but also a deep connection to the earth.
Like who?
Well, think about Teddy Roosevelt. Huge Sagittarian energy explorer, adventurer, big political ideas, but also that deep Taurian love for nature that led him to establish the national parks. His exploration fueled conservation.
Ah, I see. The exploring and the preserving.
Or John Muir. His Sagittarian wilderness quests felt almost religious, driven by this profound, very Taurian devotion to the earth. He turned wandering into the environmental movement.
So the legacy isn't just the journey, it's what the journey helps protect or build.
Exactly. The source sums it up. True freedom is built on land loved fiercely. It reframes freedom for you. It's not just roaming. It's about the depth of connection you cultivate.
That's a powerful reframe. And culturally, the source mentioned McCandless and Dutton.
Yeah, like contrasting the pure Sag wanderer into the wild with the ultimate Taurus landowner in Yellowstone. Your archetype is somewhere in between, or maybe a blend.
The philosopher-rancher idea.
Right. Big Sag ideas grounded in a specific Taurus territory or legacy, defending it, nurturing it.
And the literary mashup, Wild meets an almanac, and the music. Johnny Cash meets Rodrigo y Gabriela.
Yeah. It's about blending that earthy soulfulness with fiery adventurous spirit. Grounded depth meets questing energy.
Okay, so how do I actually work with this energy? The source had some practical tools, right?
It did. Starting with the Centaur's charge breath.
Yeah.
Sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah. How does it work for when you feel pulled between adventure and staying put?
Exactly that moment. You
Huh?
start low, in an archer's crouch, very Sag, ready to launch.
Okay.
Then you inhale slowly for 4 counts, drawing energy up from the earth through your legs as you rise into a strong mountain pose embodying Taurus.
Yeah.
And as you inhale, you think, I am rooted.
Got it. Rooted. Then the exhale.
Exhale for 6 counts, feeling like you're releasing an arrow forward, projecting that energy out, thinking, my truth flies. That's the Sagittarian release.
Root first, then fly. I like that. It integrates both urges physically.
Definitely. Then there's the ritual blueprint for the Taurus new moon on May 7th, with the acorn, map, and bourbon.
Right. Tell me about that.
So you take an acorn seed of potential,
Mm.
anoint it with a little bourbon earthy sensual offering. Then you mark a specific spot on a map, a homestead coordinate where you want to plant your vision. Could be literal or symbolic.
Okay, choose a place to root the dream.
Then you actually bury the acorn at that spot, chanting, Where my arrow lands, my legacy grows.
Yeah.
It's a physical act of planting your intention for the future.
And the bourbon offering.
Pour a little on the spot afterwards. Acknowledging the earth, sealing the deal. It blends the earthy, Taurus, with the intentional quest, Sagittarius, beautifully.
That sounds like a really potent ritual. And there was another journal prompt too.
Yes, digging deeper into the core dynamic. Where does my Sagittarian restlessness undermine my Taurus peace? How can my earthly sensuality deepen my quest for truth?
Ah, so exploring the friction, but also the synergy, how the Taurus side can actually help the Sagittarius quest, not just hold it back.
Exactly. How can that groundedness, that sensuality, actually make your search for truth richer, more embodied?
Okay. Now, looking ahead through 2025, the source mentioned potential timelines, paths.
Yeah, not predictions, but possibilities based on how these energies might express themselves for you. 3 main ones came up. First, the philosopher rancher.
Okay. What might trigger that?
Maybe doing something with ancestral land, turning it into a retreat, a learning space, something like that.
And it manifests as the Centaur Homestead, like a sustainable farm that also hosts talks or workshops.
Could be. The challenge there, obviously, is balancing the wanderlust with staying put. Maybe you build in regular solo trips to feed the sag side.
Makes sense. What's the second one?
The ancestral cartographer. This might get sparked by, say, a deep dive into genealogy, discovering connections to land or heritage in your past.
And the manifestation, a Roots and Roots app, mapping history.
Something like that. The source sees it as a kind of alchemy, turning maybe difficult family history or disconnection into something positive, like reclaiming identity and place.
That's powerful. And the third timeline.
The sensual voyager, maybe triggered by taking time off, a sabbatical that sparks a creative project like a memoir blending travel with deep, embodied, sensual experience.
The source called it Terra Erotica. Bestseller.
Hey, maybe. Your unique weapon there would be that blend of Taurus sensual description and Sagittarian edgy humor.
Okay, so these are just different flavors of how the Centaur Homesteader energy could play out.
Exactly, showing the range and potential.
So to wrap up this core message for 2025, there was an invitation and a mantra.
Yes, the invitation is clear. Tend your homestead, Centaur. 2025 demands you let Taurus Rising's fertile ground anchor Sagittarius Sun's blazing trails.
Basically, let the Taurus earthiness provide the foundation for the Sagittarian adventures.
And the action point within that. Plow philosophy into farmland. Let wanderlust bloom as perennial harvests. Integrate those big ideas into something real and lasting.
And the mantra.
My roots delve deep, my arrows fly true. I plant forests with every quest. I name mountains with my rest. Where soil meets sky, I build my nest.
That really captures it. The grounded explorer, finding home in the journey by rooting parts of it.
Beautifully put. And there's a final poetic bit the source offered.
Oh, yeah.
Sagittarius's arrow seeks the sun's embrace. Taurus's mountain stands with rooted grace. You both the journey and the hearth. Turn restless fire to harvest's worth. For every mile your wild heart runs becomes rich soil for your sons.
Wow. That links the questing directly to legacy, to nourishment.
It really does. And one last idea for bringing this to life, the source suggested a kind of cultural ritual metaphor, hosting whiskey and waypoints gatherings.
Whiskey and waypoints, like Tristan from Legends of the Fall, wild spirit tied to the land.
Kind of like that, yeah. It brings both energies together. Sharing good bourbon, that's the Taurus appreciation for tangible, sensual pleasure, nourishing the body.
Okay, and the waypoints part.
Guests mapping out dream trips, future expeditions, maybe using old maps or journals. That ignites the Sagittarian soul adventure. Planning, visioning, but doing it together in a grounded setting.
So, bringing the dream down to earth, literally. Okay, so pulling it all together. Why does understanding all this matter right now for you listening?
Well, it gives you a framework, doesn't it? A blueprint. It shows how these big planetary shifts aren't just happening out there. They're interacting specifically with your core energies. They're actively shaping your story in 2025.
Right. It's not random. It offers tools like the breath work, the ritual ideas, even just the awareness to consciously engage with it all, to navigate the year with more intention.
Exactly. Gives you more agency in how your story unfolds. Which brings us to a final thought, a question for you to mull over.
As you embrace both that call of the horizon, the Sagittarian quest, and the deep pull of the earth, your Taurus roots, consider this. What kind of legacy does the Centaur Homesteader truly plant? Is it measured just in miles traveled, Or is it found in the roots that nourish generations to come?
As our cosmic journey concludes,
We really encourage you to dive deeper into your unique path.
you can request your personalized email audio reading now. Just find the link in the description below.
Yeah, and explore all the episode resources and links we've put together. All the details are waiting for you there.
Ignite, think, become.
Subscribe for more Starlight Insights. Thank you so much for joining us.